Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk to you about a powerful truth: never let anyone disrespect you. In our journey through life, we encounter various energies and frequencies, and it's essential to protect our own vibrational state. Disrespect isn't just a reflection of how others perceive us, it's a distortion of our own self-worth. Imagine this: every time someone disrespects you, they're attempting to impose their limited reality onto you. But you are not defined by their opinions. You are a magnificent creation capable of rising above negativity. The moment you allow someone's disrespect to affect you, you're giving away your power. You're saying, "I accept your reality instead of my own." You have the ability to transform your inner landscape. When you cultivate self-love and a deep understanding of your own value, you create a shield against the negativity of others. This doesn't mean we should engage in confrontation. Rather, it means we maintain our integrity and refuse to absorb the low vibrations of disrespect. Disrespect can often feel like an unwelcome intrusion into our lives, manifesting in various forms from dismissive comments to outright insults. When faced with such negativity, it becomes crucial to recognize the importance of protecting our energy. This concept revolves around the idea that our emotional and mental states are not only influenced by our internal thoughts, but also by the external energies we encounter. To maintain our well-being, we must cultivate an awareness of how these external influences can affect us and take proactive steps to safeguard our vibrational state. At its core, the act of allowing disrespect to penetrate our sense of self can diminish our self-worth. Each time we absorb the negativity that others project, we are, in essence, giving away a piece of our power. This can lead to a cycle where we begin to internalize the disrespect, creating a narrative that diminishes our confidence and distorts our self-image. To break free from this cycle, we must first understand that the disrespect we experience is more a reflection of the other person's limitations than a judgment of our worth. It's vital to establish a boundary that prevents this negative energy from seeping in and tainting our perception of ourselves. To protect our energy effectively, we need to cultivate a strong sense of self-love and awareness. This involves recognizing our own value and embracing our uniqueness. When we nurture a positive self-image, we create an inner fortress that shields us from external negativity. This doesn't mean we should ignore the feelings that arise when someone disrespects us. Rather, we should acknowledge those feelings without letting them define us. By reframing our thoughts and refusing to accept the disrespect as a personal attack, we can maintain our emotional balance. In practical terms, this protection can take many forms. One approach is to practice mindfulness and emotional regulation. When someone disrespects you, take a moment to breathe deeply and center yourself. This pause allows you to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. By creating space between the disrespect and your response, you empower yourself to choose a reaction that aligns with your values and self-respect. You might decide to address the behavior directly, assertively communicating that their words or actions are unacceptable. Alternatively, you may choose to disengage from the interaction altogether, prioritizing your peace over conflict. Surrounding ourselves with positive influences can enhance our ability to protect our energy. By engaging with people who uplift and support us, we create an environment that reinforces our self-worth and encourages resilience against disrespect. These relationships serve as a reminder of our inherent value and can provide the strength we need to navigate difficult interactions with grace. Protecting your energy is an act of self-empowerment. It's about recognizing that you have control over your emotional landscape and the power to dictate how you respond to the world around you. As you cultivate this awareness and practice self-love, you'll find that the impact of disrespect diminishes. You will begin to rise above it, not just for yourself, but also as a beacon for others. By standing firm in your self-worth, you set a powerful example, teaching those around you the importance of self-respect and resilience. In this way, you not only protect your own energy, but also contribute to a collective elevation of consciousness, inspiring others to do the same. When confronted with disrespect, the way we choose to respond can significantly shape our emotional well-being and the dynamics of our relationships. In moments of disrespect, we often experience a rush of emotions, anger, hurt, frustration, yet we possess the power to decide how to channel those feelings. This is where the idea of transforming our response comes into play. Rather than reacting instinctively with negativity, we can consciously choose a path that reflects our values and nurtures our self-respect. The initial step in transforming our response is awareness. By recognizing our emotional triggers, we can create a mental pause between the disrespectful act and our reaction. This pause allows us to reflect on the situation and consider the most constructive way to respond. Instead of allowing anger to dictate our actions, we can take a deep breath and regain our composure. This mindful approach empowers us to act from a place of strength rather than vulnerability. One effective strategy in this transformation is to reframe our perspective. When someone disrespects us, it's easy to internalize their behavior as a reflection of our worth. However, if we shift our view, we can see that their disrespect often stems from their own insecurities, frustrations, or limitations. By understanding this, we can cultivate empathy, recognizing that their actions may be less about us and more about their own struggles. This reframing not only alleviates the weight of their words, but also allows us to respond with compassion instead of hostility. For instance, if a colleague belittles your ideas in a meeting, instead of reacting defensively, you might choose to acknowledge their perspective while affirming your own. You could say, "I appreciate your input, but I believe my ideas have merit and can contribute positively." This approach demonstrates self-respect while also creating an opportunity for constructive dialogue. By addressing disrespect with confidence and clarity, you not only stand up for yourself, but also model assertiveness for others. Another crucial aspect of transforming your response is understanding the power of emotional detachment. This doesn't mean suppressing your feelings, rather it's about recognizing that while you may feel hurt or offended, those feelings do not have to dictate your actions. By practicing emotional detachment, you can observe your feelings without being overwhelmed by them. This practice helps to diminish the intensity of the emotional response and allows for a more measured and thoughtful reaction. Responding to disrespect with kindness can be incredibly powerful. This doesn't imply that we accept the behavior, but rather that we choose to rise above it. For example, if someone is rude to you in public, responding with kindness, perhaps by offering a smile or a positive comment, can diffuse the tension. This unexpected reaction can often disarm the aggressor and shift the dynamic of the interaction. It also reinforces your self-respect, demonstrating that you are not defined by their negativity. The goal of transforming our response to disrespect is to foster resilience and maintain our dignity. By choosing to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively, we empower ourselves and set a standard for how we wish to be treated. This not only enhances our own emotional health, but also contributes to a more respectful environment for those around us. When we embody self-respect and respond with integrity, we become catalysts for positive change, encouraging others to reflect on their behavior and consider the impact of their words and actions. In doing so, we create a ripple effect that can transform our interactions and foster a culture of mutual respect and understanding. Self-respect is the cornerstone of healthy relationships and personal empowerment. It serves as the foundation for how we interact with others and how we allow ourselves to be treated. When we cultivate a deep sense of self-respect, we create an environment where we can thrive, establishing boundaries that safeguard our well-being and dignity. This process starts with recognizing our inherent worth and valuing ourselves enough to demand respect from those around us. To build self-respect, it's essential to engage in self-reflection. Take the time to assess your values, beliefs, and what makes you unique. Understanding who you are at your core helps reinforce your sense of identity and worth. When you recognize your strengths and acknowledge your accomplishments, you build a solid internal foundation. This self-awareness fosters a positive self-image, allowing you to stand firm in your beliefs and assert your needs without fear of judgment or rejection. Establishing clear boundaries is another vital aspect of self-respect. Boundaries define what is acceptable and what is not in our interactions with others. They act as a protective shield against disrespect and negativity. When you communicate your boundaries clearly, you send a message to others that you value yourself and expect to be treated accordingly. For instance, if a friend consistently makes jokes at your expense, expressing your discomfort and setting a boundary around that behavior can help maintain the integrity of the relationship. By doing so, you assert that your feelings matter and that you deserve to be treated with kindness and consideration. In addition to setting boundaries, practicing self-compassion is crucial. We all face moments of doubt and insecurity, but how we respond to ourselves in those moments can significantly impact our self-respect. Instead of being overly critical or harsh, treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a friend. Acknowledge your imperfections and remind yourself that mistakes are a natural part of growth. When you practice self-compassion, you reinforce your worthiness, which in turn strengthens your self-respect. Self-respect also involves surrounding yourself with people who uplift and inspire you. The company we keep influences our self-perception and emotional health. Engaging with supportive individuals who respect you encourages a positive self-image and reaffirms your worth. Conversely, distancing yourself from toxic relationships, those where disrespect is commonplace, can help you reclaim your energy and dignity. Remember, you have the right to choose who you allow into your life. By surrounding yourself with positivity, you create a fertile ground for your self-respect to flourish. Standing up for yourself when faced with disrespect is a powerful demonstration of self-respect. When someone belittles you or dismisses your contributions, choosing to voice your feelings and defend your position not only reinforces your value but also sets a precedent for how you expect to be treated. This can be done assertively without aggression, clearly stating that their behavior is unacceptable. By doing so, you communicate that you will not tolerate disrespect, which empowers you and encourages others to treat you with the respect you deserve. Self-respect is an ongoing practice. It requires mindfulness and intentionality in our daily interactions and decisions. As you continue to nurture your self-worth, you will find that you naturally attract healthier relationships and experiences. The more you value yourself, the less likely you are to tolerate disrespect, paving the way for a life filled with dignity, empowerment, and authentic connections. Remember, self-respect is not just a feeling, it is an active commitment to honoring your worth and asserting your needs in a way that elevates both yourself and those around you. Refusing to accept disrespect is not only a personal boundary, it also sets a powerful example for others. When we stand firm in our self-worth and demonstrate how we expect to be treated, we influence the behavior of those around us. This ripple effect can transform not just our immediate relationships, but also the broader social environment. By embodying self-respect, we create a culture where respect and kindness become the norms rather than exceptions. When you assertively communicate that you will not tolerate disrespect, you send a clear message to others about your values. This act of standing up for yourself can inspire those around you to reflect on their own behavior and consider how they treat others. It encourages a shift in the dynamic of interactions, promoting an atmosphere where mutual respect is prioritized. People are often more inclined to be respectful when they see someone confidently asserting their boundaries. It can serve as a catalyst for change in group dynamics, whether in personal relationships, workplaces, or community settings. Modeling self-respect can empower others who may struggle with their own self-worth. Many individuals find it challenging to assert themselves, particularly if they have faced a history of disrespect or invalidation. By witnessing someone stand up for themselves, they may feel encouraged to do the same. This can lead to a collective strengthening of self-respect within a community, creating an environment where everyone feels empowered to speak up against disrespectful behavior. It fosters a culture of support where individuals uplift one another rather than perpetuate cycles of negativity. In addition to inspiring others, refusing to accept disrespect reinforces your own sense of identity and purpose. Each time you assert your boundaries, you are affirming your worth and the importance of treating yourself with dignity. This practice can enhance your self-esteem and create a strong internal narrative that you are deserving of respect. As you internalize this belief, it becomes increasingly difficult for others to impose their negativity upon you. You become a beacon of resilience, demonstrating that self-worth is not just an abstract concept but a lived reality. When you reject disrespect, you contribute to a healthier dialogue about boundaries and respect within your circles. It invites conversations about the importance of treating others with kindness and consideration. As more people engage in these discussions, it encourages a culture of accountability where individuals take responsibility for their actions and the impact they have on others. This cultural shift can lead to greater empathy, understanding, and a reduction in toxic behaviors. When you refuse to accept disrespect, you empower those around you to advocate for themselves. This can have profound implications, especially in environments where individuals may feel powerless or voiceless. Encouraging an atmosphere where everyone feels they have a right to stand up against disrespect can create a sense of community and solidarity. When individuals feel supported in their endeavors to demand respect, they are more likely to contribute positively to the environment, leading to a collective uplift. In summary, by refusing to accept disrespect, you not only protect your own self-worth but also influence the behavior of those around you. Your actions can inspire others to cultivate their self-respect, fostering a culture where kindness and mutual respect are the norms. As you model healthy boundaries and assertiveness, you empower others to advocate for themselves, creating a ripple effect that transforms relationships and communities. Ultimately, this commitment to self-respect creates a more compassionate and respectful world for everyone involved.